Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just wanted to wait till the music kind of had a little bit of a downturn in it, right? Welcome, friends, to the Tri-State Traffic Show here on a Wednesday morning. 7:09 is our time. We've got 31 degrees here in central New Jersey, and welcome to the broadcast. It's been a little while since last Friday, I think. Thought about going on yesterday afternoon, but I just remember from first, I was tied up with a bunch of stuff. And then second, that's really the most important part because I wasn't able to do it. But usually the afternoon shows, they don't really, I don't know, they don't really draw as many viewers as we get during the morning. I think we've gotten kind of established the brand per se to be a morning program. So the afternoons can get a little tough. So that's also the other reason as well. But anyway, we are here this morning until 9 o'clock. So we welcome you to join us. We're here on Facebook and YouTube. We are up and running now for this Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, right? Weather has been fairly good, yesterday and even Monday. Yesterday, a little warmer than Monday, but yesterday was into the lower 50s. So, just a small fleece or a hoodie or something like that. So it looked, it was very nice. And today it looks to be about the same. Matthew from the Weather Watchers is in the Weather Center. We'll hear from him we'll go to him in 5 minutes. We'll stick to the schedule. I know we came on a little bit early. I just had to kind of transcode some of the weather reports there to fit the StreamYard. But yeah, so we'll do that in a couple of minutes here now. I'm going to open up the comments here in just a moment. But again, we're on YouTube and Facebook here this morning. Come join us. Join the fun here on this Thanksgiving Eve. Let me know what you're doing for Thanksgiving. Are you getting all ready to go as far as the big turkey dinner? Lots of football, and especially here, very important football. Giants, Cowboys in Dallas tomorrow. That is I think there's only 2 games on tomorrow. It's usually Detroit and Green Bay usually play. But I'm sorry, the Cowboys and Detroit, not Green Bay. Detroit and Cowboys. But I think there's a game at 12:30 tomorrow. So lots of football being played on Thanksgiving, and hopefully, we'll see what the Giants can do. Couldn't do much of anything on Sunday. They got wiped out. And the Jets was one of the most horrific football games I think I have just about ever seen. There are high school teams here in the Tri-State that could play better than what the Jets did against the Patriots. And when I say play better, I don't mean from the physical standpoint. I just mean from some of it from play calling, time management, and yeah, you're tied in the fourth quarter. I think I just got to say it. You're tied in the fourth quarter with like 20 seconds left and you're punting. Why would you ever let anybody return the kick? Kick that ball out of bounds. You make them earn it. And your defense was playing at one of the top levels all season long. Why would you ever let anybody run that ball back? I don't know. That's a perplexing one to me. Anyway, well, we're here to talk to you about traffic. You open up the comments now. Let's see. Alexandra, good morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. And I did see your message yesterday about the motor vehicle. So wait a little bit, but if that's maybe the easier way to do it, then certainly go ahead and instead of standing there in the line. Let's see. Jimmy G, Dizzle, what's up, Bubby? What's up? What's happening? Jimmy G, on the air, living large and loving life. G-Man, all right. So thanks for joining us. Let's see here. Anna, buenos dias. You've been missed. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. Anna says here, my family's gathering at my mom's. I'll be baking pumpkin pie today. Ooh, that's gonna. I'm sure the whole house has got to smell really good with that, right? What's your secrets to the pumpkin pie? If you can go ahead and divulge. I don't want to do any family secrets, but What's the key to making the pumpkin pie moist? That's, you know, I hate a dry pumpkin pie that's been left in the oven way too long. But you have any tips on that or any other Thanksgiving tips as everyone else? If you have any Thanksgiving traditions, and again, traffic is fairly light here this morning, kind of for the most part. It's starting to see some things pop up here, but pass them along. We'll have a conversation here. Let's see here. Connor, good morning. Don, happy Thanksgiving Eve. Yes, to you too, sir. Good morning to you. I don't know if classes are, if you're done with school here now for the next couple of days, but a lot of the public schools have half days today. So, around lunchtime, around your local school areas could be a little dicey, trying to pick up the kids and stuff. So a lot of folks getting out. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so let's do this now. Before we head to the maps, let's talk. Let's see here. Middlesex College is closed throughout Friday. Excellent. So enjoy a nice couple of days off. So yeah, classes are canceled. Very nice. Let's do this now. We'll go back here. Let's go to Maddie in the Weather Center for our first check of the weather here at 7:15. And this is for our friends over at the Weather Watchers Club. I'm going to thank John Rocco for doing a lot of work. So really appreciate everything that he's been doing, and early happy Thanksgiving to him and his family.
Here's your Tri-State Traffic Show weather update. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-50s starting today, continuing over the next several days. We are going to have clear weather in store for us for Thanksgiving, but on Friday we are going to see a chance of rain. Commuter forecast, not showing much for us. Sunny skies for the AM commute. PM commute's going to be more of the same. Today's highs are going to be in the mid-40s to low 50s, 47 in Milford, 48 out in Islip, 49 in Piscataway, and 50 down in Wildwood. Tonight's lows are going to be in the upper 20s to low 40s, with an exception of 24 degrees in Sussex as our cold spot, 32 in Milford, 33 in Islip, 27 in Piscataway, and 40 down in Wildwood. Thanksgiving forecast showing us a high of 54 degrees with plenty of sunshine, which will be great for indoor and outdoor activities.
Thank you, Maddie. Wow, look at that graphic. That was great. Anna, there's your pumpkin pies in the oven, right? 54 degrees. Well, if you left it at 54 degrees, I got a feeling you will be here until next Thanksgiving. But that was cool. Very, very sharp graphic. Awesome stuff. All right. So there you got a bit of a look at the forecast. In about 25 minutes or so, we'll take a look at the 7-day weather forecast. Get a look at that all-important Black Friday shopping bacchanal that will take place, as well as the Sunday return getaway, if you want to call it that. All right, friends. So 7:17 is our time. Again, we're live on Facebook and YouTube. Come join us. We're here till 9 o'clock. Again, fairly light traffic as to be expected the day before Thanksgiving, as folks are getting away and traveling. Again, now over the last, let's say, 8-10 years, basically, Tuesdays become like the new Wednesday. So a lot of folks got away yesterday. At the airports were really crowded and so forth. So this morning, again, a lot are saving their PTO and whatnot for today to bang out of the office or wherever you're going to start the dinner maybe, or get plans or set up chairs or whatever you're doing. So yeah, so fairly light. Let's see here. Anna says, albino deer update. 2 nights ago, it started up my walkway and was about 1 foot from my door. I couldn't get a picture because my dog scared it off. I think it heard about the pumpkin pie. I think so. That is great. That is wild. The albino deer. You have I was going to say, maybe if you had a GoPro or something, maybe just set it up outside or near or find another pumpkin and see if you can draw them in with the pumpkin. Just put the maybe put the GoPro either outside on the stoop or something. That's cool. Well, we'll show. Well, you know what? Let me see here. Let's see, Connor. I know last night we did a shoot for Interfaith Thanksgiving service. Yeah, Connor works for one of the local access stations in Middlesex County. There was a couple of those. I know Cranford had one as well. Um, Let me see. Do I still have the picture in here? For those who are new to the program and joining us, and Anna's talking about an albino deer. There he is. That is wild. This looks like a cow with antlers. Crazy. Somewhere you could find out how rare that is as far as what the statistics are on the albino deer. You know how either how rare that is in New Jersey or how rare it is just period. You know. So there's your albino deer. All right, so let's go back to the action, or get to the action first of all. We haven't got there yet in the last 15 minutes. We're doing some catch up here, but that's what we're here to do. So again, come on into the chat room here and line up some comments. Let's talk a little football or whatever else you want to talk about here this morning. All right, so we got a crash in the Bay extension of the Turnpike. That's west at 14A. That's on the, I think it's maybe on the ramp. 21, there's 2 lanes closed heading south at Parkhurst Street and the Parkway. Union tolls, all lanes are open. Let's go here. Let's see what this is doing. Oh, there's actually a camera there. That's McCarter Highway. There it is. Oh, it's somebody with the hatchback that's up. Oh, I see. I thought the car was turned around and that was the front. No, somebody's in the back of the hatchback. That's at Murray. Let's go to maps now. Dial this in. G-Man says dialed out. Dialing out. But you can see the damage done here. We're are well back to let's see here now. Market Street or so. That's how heavy this traffic is this morning. Wow. We are loaded up. The McCarter Highway is definitely banged up here this morning. Hold on one second. That was the phone, I think. Hold on. Gotta put us all back on mute. Excuse me. So, let's do this. There's the Bay Extension, westbound here. It's good even at 14A because of that crash, and really thinking that's probably not going to do much. Again, as we widen up, you know, to be honest with you now, looking at these maps, it's a little bit busier than what I was expecting or would like to see. And again, we're in the crux of it here at 7:23 is trying to get kids to school. They should just give the kids the day off on Wednesday. What are we doing this half day thing? I get the whole 180 days and they got to count it. You know, they count a half day as a whole day. If they can count a half day and the day before Thanksgiving as a whole day, why can't they just go half days and make it? I don't know. It's just stupid. All this funny legal math, which is ridiculous. Let's see here now. So eastbound 46 is busy here, getting out through Valley Road. 21 north into 46, that's crowded. Southbound 208 is busy here in Fairlawn. North of the Parkway through Bloomfield, that's really busy. 80, 46, 80. Picking up a little pocket of traffic here in Denville. Out through Route 15, we're doing fine. 24, again, 24 has just been that's a tough road. It really is a difficult road. as we come into Brook Lake Road. Again, there's no exits through here. So once you pass the mall, it's Short Hills Mall. Once you pass the Short Hills Mall here, it's all the way out to Florham Park and Columbia Turnpike. That's where your next exit is. And I thought I saw some traffic cameras being installed or right up in here at the interchange of 24 and 287, which is neat, which is good. And there's one other traffic camera I saw. I think they're putting in here. But they need more than that, I think. I mean, there's no residents. This is all kind of grass, swamplands through this area. I mean, there's nobody living there except for the birds. So anyway, so a little backed up heading east. Let's go into Central Jersey. 206 seems to be a little busier than, well, out by Dew Farms. That's all right. Coming north here out of the Flemington traffic circle is a little bit crowded. As we head to 19 is fairly, well, a little busy here, getting through Rawway out by Merck. Southbound Route 1 south of 287, that's going to be busy as well. And then 18, there it is, Connor, and your nemesis, as Alexandra experienced a couple of days ago. Getting out through Edgeboro Road. It's just because this Edgeboro Road, even though the traffic light is there, it just never moves. It just doesn't do anything. Ed, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving down to you and your family. Yes, to you too, Ed. I'll give you a call a little bit later. I saw you actually did just call me for a second. So when we're done with the show, I'll give you a ring. But yeah, that Edgeboro Road thing is just brutal. Anyway, I forgot to mention about our sponsors here. You can't forget them. I'm going to put up all four. I think it's just easier. So we've got Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. 22 North Avenue West in Cranford. Travels with Darley, darley-newman.com for more information on that wonderful travel program on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Motivation TV's Journey. Also, Maxim Motor Cars, LLC, out in Dover, New Jersey. Beautiful. Morris County. And also the Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, 908-325-6283. There are sponsors there. We'll get into a little more detail a little later on in the show, but I think it's just easier if we put up all four instead of breaking them up, give everyone a little equal time. Central Jersey is fine, 29. I don't know if the state house workers are off today. They may even have a half day. A lot of municipalities, local municipalities, have half days. 35, 36 Long Branch, Asbury Park, 33 Route 9. Everything down the shore is really good. Atlantic City, Brigantine, Beach Haven, Little Lake Harbor, Stafford, Barnegat, Ocean City, Somers Point, Cape May, Wildwood, Avalon. That is good. 55 at 42. A little bit on the brakes, but Ben Franklin, Walt Whitman is fine. 30, 70, 73, 38, Turnpike, 295 through the Aljo curve. Again, traffic is looking good. All right, so let's go to transit now. And New Jersey Transit's on a regular schedule. I don't believe that they're doing any kind of enhanced service for today. 742 departure from Trenton to Waterfront Entertainment, WEC, is canceled because of mechanical issue. 628 departure from Waterfront Entertainment is canceled due to mechanical issues as well. Okay. Let's go to Path now. Let's see what we got. Path site takes forever to load up. That's 5 hours ago, so we are good there. Let's go to the city incident page. Bring this up. A broken down vehicle, Bronx Whitestone, Bronx bound on the Queens side. All right. That's obviously going to tie up some issues here. I think there's an issue on the Deegan going north because that shouldn't be as heavy as what it is. right up in here, and that's just jacked up the Whitestone Expressway back to Northern Boulevard. They're saying construction, really? So, Bronx River, Deegan, they're all good. North on the Bruckner extension up to the Hutch is a little crowded. West of both ways of the cross Bronx here is banged up, getting out to 3rd Avenue or so, just before the Sheridan. Let's go to that Deegan. The cameras here. Let's just see what. I mean, there's been construction to that area for like 9,000 years. Can't imagine anything unless something's late running. But late running is, well, it's 7:30. I mean, late running is. This is the exit here. That is jacked up. Mighty there. Here at Willis. Gridlock alert day. We know that. Going north there. Triborough. I think it's just a lot of volume. Unless there's something. Shot up for a second. Let me just see if I see any movement in the cars here. If anybody's going to the right or something. If they turn the camera the other way, we'd have a better look to see what the story is. If there's anything disabled or something. Truck go to the left. Usually the truckers are the ones you watch because they're a lot higher in the cab and they can see a lot further out than you can in your car. Now it's a complete standstill. There's definitely something going on there. There's no question about it. Now, what it is, I mean, it's the construction zone. Not really, but it's like it's right. That camera is right here. So if they were to turn that camera around, maybe our friends at DOT are listening. Please, I hope so. 7:31 is the time, 32 degrees. Watching the Tri-State Traffic Show down here in the traffic center. Facebook, YouTube, that's where we're live. Please post up a comment, join the conversation. Let us know what your plans are for Thanksgiving. What your favorite meal is, what part of the Thanksgiving dinner do you like the best? Is it the actual meal or is it the leftovers that are 3 days later? So we're still trying to get a handle on what that is. Again, one of our benchmarks here, the FDR Drive, Harlem River Drive combo from the RFK down into the mid 70s or so is a little heavy. Let's go back to Staten Island now. Staten Island. Oofa. Right. Ouch. This is all sun glare. You know, sun just came up 20 minutes ago or a little bit more than that. And that's why that's getting hit hard there. West Shore, a little heavy, just north of Arden. That's fine. Outer Bridge, Goethals, that's good. Bayonne is fine. Let's see now. Eastbound on the Belt is heavy over by Bay 8th Street. Inbound Gowanus getting into the BQE, that's crowded. Southbound BQ is busy here at the Brooklyn Bridge. That's just normal stuff. Somebody's saying there's an accident here on the Kosciuszko Bridge. Cause, not Dave Cause, but on the Cause. I was telling somebody yesterday about Dave Cause. I enjoy the smooth jazz stuff or whatever. I guess being a saxophone player for most of my life. That guy is something else with that saxophone. I mean, it is just incredible that somebody could perform and play like that. I just you can't wrap your head around it. It's just amazing. Um, so where are we going? This is going south. I don't see anything as far as this is going north. I don't see anything there. It's up by the Williamsburg Bridge. So I don't know what the deal is. I think it's just a lot of heavy traffic. Ed Koch is about 10, 5, 8 minutes or so, probably about 10 here at the Midtown Tunnel, Grand Central West, the LaGuardia. That's busy. A lot of folks getting out of Dodge here. Um, Typical stuff on the LIE through the Van Wyck, the fairgrounds, both ways the Van Wyck and Hillside. Jamaica Avenue is busy. West on the Grand Central is crowded in the Van Wyck. East on the LIE is heavy here at the Clearview. Throng's going back into the Bronx is a little bit heavy as people bail out of the Whitestone debacle. So southbound Bruckner, right out of the interchange, all the way to whatever is going on here. And again, I don't think it's construction. I think it was honestly, I think it was a disabled vehicle of some type that was taken out of lane. East on the Cross Bronx, both ways here, heavy just past the Sheridan. So kind of normal stuff. We'll get to the Hudson. You know what? Let's just do the Hudsons now while it's on my mind. Here, I say the George is probably about 30, give or take 33. Oops, I missed it by 3 minutes. Puts 3 minutes amongst friends at the George. 10, 15 at the Lincoln and Holland. So, you're down volume wise from the Lincoln and Holland are that short of a backup. Again, the Lincoln is going cashless. I think it's December 11th. They usually do those things, I think, on a Sunday. Yeah, it's December 11th. Usually do it on a Sunday, not to jump right into the morning rush hour and, get into it that way. Let's go to Long Island. Let's see what we got. Something popped up. Let's see. Eastbound LIE. Shoulder is closed. Southern State. Broken out vehicle east on the SSP at 17N. And we got eastbound at 36, Searingtown, exit ramp right lane closed. That one is probably the one that's going to cause the most damage. Searingtown, and that's exactly what it is here at 36, Shelter Rock Road, Searingtown Road in that neighborhood. That's actually in both directions, so it's obviously you can see it from the westbound direction. Northern State's going to be a lot more comfortable for you. LIE going west of 135, a little backed up west on the southern, a little heavy here out through 19 and 20. The rest of Suffolk County is fine, except for the Hampton Bays area. I wonder if Jimmy G is still with us. Heading out to Montauk. G-Man, you heading out to see the family out in Montauk? Jimmy G should write a book. This guy's got some story, I got to tell you. It is unbelievable. Some of the stories maybe just want to put in print, but you could change the names to protect the innocent or guilty or either one. Let's see here now. Connor says, congrats to Rutgers basketball for a big win against Rider last night. Okay, very good. I saw Rutgers on 880 WCBS. That's a big outlet for Rutgers basketball to be on CBS 880. Huge. I wish Seton Hall was on a bigger broadcasting partner than 970. I think they're on 970 and they're on SOU, but I wish Seton Hall would just go to, I don't know, ESPN Radio or that's really, from a marketing standpoint, college basketball on News Radio 880 is fantastic. They're the only game in town. and the 880 signal is good. It's better than a lot of the, some of the other AM stations and so forth. I mean, that's partially the reason why, 1010 Wins is now on 92.3. It's just, engineering wise, it's just a better signal, and the 1010 Wins signal, especially here in central Western Jersey, is just absolutely horrific. Let's see here now. For generations, Anna says, my family started Thanksgiving Day with the watching of the March of the Wooden Soldiers, black and white version. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Great tradition there. Yes. I think Channel 11 still shows that, if I'm not mistaken. Whether they do that tomorrow or not, I'm not sure. I think so. Connor says, but I'm looking forward to the Thanksgiving game tomorrow. So who are they playing tomorrow? You talking Rutgers, Connor, or football, or Rutgers football playing tomorrow? Connor says, I got tickets for Seton Hall game at Rutgers. I heard it's a sold out game, hoping Rutgers can win back the Garden State Trophy. Well, I'll have to disagree with you on that, being Seton Hall graduate. I believe that game is that December the 3rd? It's coming up. I think it's Saturday the 3rd. Maybe it's Saturday night the 3rd, but you're going to the game. So you tell me. All right, so we're out to the East End. It's fine. Another benchmark for our traffic really is Connecticut as well. Let's call in friends here in Connecticut. Incident page. Dial that in. We'll just leave this one up for now. Let's see. Delay. Close the Rocky Hill Ferry. Closed for the season. So Merritt is 46 through 38. 95 is busy 17 through 5. It's kind of just, definitely lighter through Bridgeport, Trumbull, Fairfield. Just you still can't win with this. Game is December 11th. Okay, Sunday. Copy that. And Alexandra says, Aaron and I are seeing both families tomorrow. Yes, the first. Maybe you've done this before, even before you got married, but kind of the first official married Thanksgiving, right? That's wonderful. Good stuff. And then in Stamford between like 8 through 6 or so is heavy. Let's go to the Hudson Valley. I think there's something going on to the, dare I say, the Palisades, maybe. Throughway 684 Sawmill. Let's see here, 684 South. 2 lanes are shut. That's a big deal there. South of exit 7. Purdy's. Somers. Looking at vehicle in the Sawmill at 9. Let's look at that 684 issue. Oh, that's up here. Yeah. Sorry, I had the map in the wrong perspective. 680. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's do this now. Let's go to the cameras because I think there are 2 minutes. We're going to go to weather. Oh, it's that no camera zone right in there. Damn it. But I think one of these here is, wow, look at that. That is just jacked. So we are all, look at this. We are all tuned up here back to 84. Holy cow. That's bad for a day where you're not thinking there's any traffic. That is brutal. 680. Look at that, 684. Oofa. This is probably going to run you well over half an hour or more, but then it's 202 is really getting trimmed up here because what is this? It's Route 22 heading west. Is everyone trying to go south on 202 now? Yeah, that's a tough. That I would say is subject to closure. So that is yeah, that's a tough deal here in Purdy's. So you got to give yourself some extra time there. This Golden's Bridge here. Again, this is a section of, I will say this is my Achilles heel. Is this part of Hudson Valley? I don't know if I don't think I've ever been up here ever in my life. I just don't. West on 138 in Golden's Bridge. South on the Thruway busy up to the Tappan Zee. We go to the Thruway 202 here in Rockland, Orange County. 84 Beacon Bridge. That's all good. So, you know, for the most part, it's really just the 684, but it's a big deal. No cameras there. Hopefully everyone is okay in this collision. So let's do the let's see here. Let me bring in Alexander for a moment before we go to weather. Since Sarah and I have been together, we have a tradition of listening to Arlo Guthrie's Alice's Restaurant Massacre every Thanksgiving. Yes, that's a big deal for a lot of folks. Tommy Casola, friend of mine back in the traffic days, he was a big proponent of that. And I don't know if any radio stations actually there. I thought Q104 to 3 played it every Thanksgiving. Could be mistaken. But back in the day, I think it was NEW 1027 played that. That would be right in their playlist. But yes, I have heard of that. Now, since you're a fan, since you're up on maybe knowledge of that song, Alexander, is that from Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, the movie? Which is, I believe, really the genesis for Alice, the TV show that we all know. I mean, in the TV show, Alice actually comes from New Jersey. Go figure, right? Seems like every producer, writer of Hollywood, there's some tie to New Jersey in some capacity. But I thought it had something to do with that film. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. But I don't know if I've actually listened to the whole piece. Okay, so let's go to the Weather Center here for a moment. And we're going to look at that 7-day. And this is Maddie in the Weather Center. Good morning.
Here's your Tri-State Traffic Show weather update. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-50s starting today, continuing over the next several days. We are going to have clear weather for Thanksgiving, but on Friday we are going to see a chance of rain. Commuter forecast, we are going to have sunny skies for the AM commute. PM commute, we are going to have more of the same. Today's highs, we are going to have temperatures in the mid-40s to low 50s, 47 in Milford, 48 out in Islip, 49 in Piscataway, and 50 down in Wildwood. Tonight's lows, we are going to have temperatures in the upper 20s to low 40s, with an exception of 24 degrees as our cold spot in Sussex, 32 in Milford, 33 in Islip, 27 in Piscataway, and 40 in Wildwood. Here's your Thanksgiving forecast. We are going to see a temperature of 54 degrees with plenty of sunshine, which is going to be great for indoor and outdoor festivities. Moving on to the 7-day forecast, we are going to have temperature of 55 degrees for today, 54 for tomorrow. Friday, we are going to see a chance of rain with a high of 51. Saturday, we will have mostly sunny skies with a high of 54. Sunday, more chance of rain with a high of 56. And going into the work week, we are going to have temperatures of 53 and 47 respectively as our highs.
Thank you, Maddie, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And again, we say happy Thanksgiving to Johnny Rocco there, who puts all this together from Weather Watchers. So we thank them very much. Um, so you see, the temperatures are not, getting really into the first week of December. Look, friends, it could be a lot worse. I mean, it could be a lot worse than 47 degrees, to be honest. I mean, it ain't 77, but it's not 17. I mean, we had a little bit of a taste of that over the weekend on Sunday and part of Monday. It was down into the 20s, actually into the teens in some places in north and west of the city. Um, but yeah, not really terrible. So Friday, I think around the tri-state there are a fair amount of holiday gatherings and tree lightings and festive things or whatever. So let's see the timing of the rain, but stay tuned to John's Twitter page, JONROCCO, for the latest updates as far as the weather for Friday, and also on Facebook and Twitter. That's what Johnny's on. Say something and it just popped out of my head. So on Saturday there's a lot of the holiday festivals and things of that nature, which I've been talking about in earnest on MeTV. So I will be anchoring the MeTVs the rest of the week and into the weekend, into Monday actually. So actually through Tuesday. You got a full week of the O'Donnell Experience on MeTV, sandwiched in between the Waltons and Adam 12. So, but speaking of frozen things, we all love the ice cream here at the Vanilla Bean Creamery, and we thank Ralph for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. 908-272-3000, 22 North Avenue West here in beautiful historic Cranford, New Jersey. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website. And again, Ralph has just some of the best ice cream anywhere in the tri-state. You can see here cotton candy ice cream, the s'mores, also the vanilla chocolate strawberry cappuccino crunch. He's got that Bananas Foster, which is an award-winning ice cream. Frozen yogurt. He's got soft serve, vanilla and chocolate. A plethora of wonderful flavors. As well as some sugar-free options. And I think he still has some of the sorbet for our friends who are who cannot do dairy. I think he keeps at least one in the case. It usually is like 3, but they don't really sell as well with the cooler weather. But again, hey, 52 degrees. That's not cold. So so he still keeps at least one, I think, maybe 2 in the case. You have to go and check. He also has the pineapple and raspberry whip from Dole, which is very refreshing. Also has these wonderful ice cream sandwiches, the Chipwiches and Flying Saucers, which will probably get sued by Chipwich or Carvel for the Flying Saucer, but that's what they are. I mean? What it is. That's all I'm going to say. It's all it is. And he also has wonderful all occasion cakes. He has some Thanksgiving cakes as well. So if you're inclined to have a wonderful ice cream cake for Thanksgiving holiday, certainly get over there today if you are in the Union County area. So I don't know. I want to say he's got regular hours today, but just maybe call the shop 908-272-3000 just to confirm if you're going to head this way. That Ralph isn't closing up early. He's off tomorrow, and I think he's back on Friday. So, and then for Small Business Saturday as well. So that's a big deal for the local downtowns all across the country. So it's very important for them to get out and shop local. That's what it's all about. So once again, 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery.com is the website. Let's talk to you about the Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey. 908-325-6283. For all your manly grooming needs, head to the Shaved Cave. Talk to my guy Omar there, one of the barbers on duty. And Alex is the owner proprietor. They've been established here since 2020. So doing real well. Anytime you go by the shop, the place is packed. Now you got World Cup cranked up now. So they've got the games on in the shop. So go in. It's all about the experience. Get a nice fresh haircut for the holidays. Get a nice hot towel shave. It sounds good right now. Hot towel shave, right? Nice. Your fades, your uppercut, whatever. I don't even know what they call stuff anymore. But Shave Cave is just really hitting home runs here in Union County, in Southern Union County. So definitely give them a call. 908-325-6283, 1471 Raritan Road, conveniently located off the Garden State Parkway between exits 135 and 136. Definitely give them a call, make an appointment just for your time, their time. It takes about, half an hour, 40 minutes for, cut and conversation, as I'll put it. So definitely give the Shaved Cave a call for all your manly grooming needs. They've got gift cards for the holidays. So again, shop local, give them a call, send you a gift card. I don't know if Anna, you were able to get contact with them with the gift card for your son who works down in this area. But again, fantastic bunch of guys. You'll thoroughly enjoy it. Come out with a fresh cut, looking good. Also, Maxim Motor Cars is our other sponsor. Let's see. I don't have Nikki's card with me, so we're going to do this. There we go. There's the website, 973-620-9060, 303 West Clinton Street in Dover. Let's take a look at some of the inventory. Now, again, Nick sells a lot of kind of later model vehicles that have some mileage on them, but they're affordable. That's the thing. Not everyone can afford $38,000, $40,000, which is just about the average price now for a new vehicle. So, you're looking for something from A to B, or you're just going to be traveling locally, and dare I say, some of the clients that he has are some that may have gotten their vehicle into an accident, and the insurance is going to take a while to process the claim, and they need a vehicle to get to work, school, whatever is life. Not looking to spend, again, $40,000 on a car. This is where you go. These are quality, affordable vehicles. Nick and his father, Anthony, they handpick these from some auction sites and other places where they get their vehicles. So again, we're looking at almost a 17, 18 year vehicle at Subaru Forester there at 76,000 miles, 15.9. It's not a bad deal there. Those Subarus will last forever. Jeep Grand Cherokee, another Subaru, Ford Taurus at 18 years old. So, he has decent selection of vehicles to choose from. And actually, this is it. He's only got one page of vehicles. So it's a very small shop. He only carries maybe 10, 12 vehicles at a time. Just for logistically, he just can't fit any more onto the lot that he has it. But hopefully someday he'll have a little bit bigger lot and maybe have a little bit more to choose from times. But keeping a smaller inventory is a good thing too, because it just shows you that picks the quality vehicles and they get turned over, and it's not this gigantic lot or whatever. And Nick and Anthony are fantastic folks to deal with. They'll really take care of you. They take care of everything once, the paperwork, the DMV and all that fun stuff. Just go and pick it up and ask them for the red bow for the car. So Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060. All right, 7:58 is our time. And we're going to, last but not least, is our good friend, Darley Newman. Love that shot of Dar there with the balloons. That's a great shot. I believe that was shot in New Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. Travels to Darley, a wonderful travel program on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, One Room Innovation TV's Journey. Darley-Newman.com is the website to get more information. We're hopefully going to plan out an interview with Dar, hopefully within the next month or so. We'll see. Obviously, the holidays are going to be a challenge, but if not, it will be sometime in January because that's when season 10 debuts. So maybe she'll be doing some press events or whatever. But she did tell me that she wants to come on, do an interview. So looking forward to that. That should be a lot of fun to talk to Dar here about season 10, which is going to debut early next year. Wow, 10 seasons already. So the other seasons, again, you can watch them on Amazon Prime, One Room Innovation TV's Journey. PBS Create is the over-the-air component of PBS. That you're able to see it usually on Wednesdays at 5:30 is where I pick that up on. And also, I think Channel 13 shows it over the weekend, I believe, too. And I think NYC TV, which is Channel 25, also broadcasts it on Wednesday at 1:30 in the afternoon, I think. So I think it's a double feature there on Wednesdays, 1:30 as well as 5:30. So Travels to Darley, again, wonderful travel program, and she stays as local as possible as well. That's really the crux of the show is to find a local tour guide, shows her the best place to eat, drink, do a lot of adventuring, hot air ballooning, rock climbing, bike riding, you name it. Darley seems to find these great adventures no matter where she goes, and also puts a lot of history into it as well. Has a great staff that researches the destinations thoroughly, and you definitely come away with a bit of a history lesson. I almost feel like Darley should have been a teacher, a history teacher or something. But anyway, definitely tune in to Travels with Darley. If you're unfamiliar with the show, let's run the newly, I don't know, this may be one of the only places that you're seeing this now, is the teaser trailer for season 10. This is exciting. So we've been following Darley all summer in her travels on Instagram, and a lot of these clips are probably familiar with some of the pictures that we've seen. But again, this is the teaser trailer for season 10, Travels with Darley. Enjoy.
In the all-new 10th season of Travels with Darley.
I see what you're doing. I can visualize it. What do you guys think? My cheese exercise. I'm about to ride the rails on a train that's the brainchild of George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones.
Santa Fe Southern Railroad. We repaired the cars. We went for a wolf and dragon motif.
Sounds like the Margaritas hatched a lot of plans here. But I'm not leaving out modern female pioneers.
I am in my 60s and I start doing this. Whatever you want to do in your life is possible at any age.
The findings here are huge. The site predates Stonehenge by thousands of years.
We go back in time, we go back in New France, in La Nouvelle France.
It's 5 a.m. I'm up really early to go hot air ballooning. So let's go, because we have a lot to discover on Travels with Darley.
Exciting stuff. Can't wait to see Travels with Darley season 10 coming up early next year. And we'll definitely give you the details there once we get the official dates and broadcast partners that will be on. And we'll pass that along to you as soon as we get it here at the Tri-State Traffic Show. So again, Travels with Darley, darley-newman.com for more information. All right, so let's go back to the action because there is a major problem here, friends. On 1-9 in the Rahway area, Woodbridge Township, out by East Jersey Penitentiary, or locals would call it Rahway State Prison. Something, if you live this in the areas, for any length of time, you say, it's out by Rahway. People know exactly what you're talking about. And again, this is out by the Rahway DMV as well. So let me just put up the other banner here. I got to find it. There we go. There we go. I'll get to the comments. So I had a bunch of comments there while we were rolling the video. So I will get to that in a second. But all lanes are shut both ways now, 1-9. That's not good. So, and I think there's a camera. There is. So this is closer to East Hazelwood as you come by just past the cogeneration plant. Is this out by the loop? Well, we'll see if this camera works. Cross our fingers. There it. Oh. South is definitely closed. North is definitely open. This is out by Sansone Auto. That's Sansone over here. Wow. You know, it was nice and quiet. It was kind of moving along. It's just, you just wonder how something like this happens. Holy smokes. Wow. If I'm not mistaken. I think, no. Where's the traffic light here? Hold on. I got to go back to the maps here as that's running. Maybe that's why it was kind of heavy before. Remember I said up by Merck or whatever, and it just hadn't been reported. So, all right. So Randolph Ave. Yeah, this is Randolph Ave. This is getting out to DMV right here in Rahway. So it's right at that intersection. The camera is like right up in here. Again, here's Sansone. No, don't need to bring Sansone. Go there and have them become a sponsor, right? Here's East Jersey. Let's see here. This is all tuned up back through basically almost East Grand Avenue. Oh, I don't want the Best Western. Stop. Really, realistically, it's back towards Aviation Plaza and the shopping center there by the Walmart and the Chick-fil-A. Linden. This honestly is going to run you about a half an hour or more because you're obviously going nowhere. See where are they closed it though? Let's do this. Okay, so we know it's shut here at Randolph going south. Cameras. I want to see. I would think it's either at Grand that they push the traffic off going south. And that's why that's as heavy as it is here. That's where I would do it if I were traffic management because no, they're not. They're not. Maybe at Lawrence? Let's see. I'm almost positive it's East Grand. That's where they're pushing the traffic off to. Here's Lawrence Street right here. This is kind of where 19 has that little service road type thing because that used to be 19. That's the way it used to run. Here's Lawrence. Is it Milton? No, this goes over the top. No, I'm all screwed up here now. So it's at Milton, I think, is where they're bailing the traffic off to. Here. Because it still doesn't do any good to get in this little chute here. Come south where you're seeing, oh no, troubling. That's where it's shut, is just past Lawrence. It's really out by Hazelwood Avenue because no, it's up here. This is where it's closed. It's right in here, just south of East Milton. That's where it's shut, is at East Milton. It has to be, because you don't want to, because then you still have to get these vehicles here. I believe that there's still, I don't know if there's anybody still left in the queue here to come off, because the problem is that you're coming off a bridge here, and there's no way to get into this neighborhood here or bail out. Woodbridge Road is, you got to come off of here, that side street, in order to get to Woodbridge Road. This is really kind of almost an exit, if you want to call it that. But that's a major no-go right there, friends. That's going to be an extensive cleanup. Hopefully the driver is okay in that, and there was no other vehicle underneath it or on the side, but that is a major cleanup. That's going to be out there for hours, absolutely hours this morning. Let's go to the northbound side. Let's see what that's doing. That's got to be back into Avenel, easily. Avenel Street. Yep. So if you're coming out of Woodbridge here, you can either stay with Rawway Avenue and like get you past all of it, or stay with St. George's Avenue here. That'll get you past it as well. Do not get on 1 and 9. Repeat. Oh. Again, for my friends here in Woodbridge, do not get onto 1 and 9 in Avenel. End of discussion there, because going north, it's going to be forever, and they may even have to close the northbound side off eventually. Again, they may be just alleviating that traffic here to come through because they're stuck, and that they may be shutting it off. I don't know. For me, the most logical place would be to shut it at Avenel Street and push everybody over to St. George's Avenue. But I don't know if they really want to do that, because if you do this, you're going into local communities, and it's not good either. I think it just depends on the situation of what's going on here at the light. So that they've got it blocked off fairly south of that traffic light there. So that really lends me to believe that that's going to be a longer closure than maybe what anticipated. So, all right. So we are going to stick this up into the corner here. That at Hazelwood Avenue. I'm going to let that run. Let me bring in some of the comments here, because those are important as well. Let's see here. Anna says, well, I don't love the cold temperatures. As long as you don't have to shovel, I'm good. I agree with you on that. Eugene, welcome, my friend. Known Eugene a long time. Happy Thanksgiving, Odon. Thank you. You and your family and your parents. Yes. Connor says Oreo cheesecake ice cream flavor. Yes, that's delicious. And Alexandra says, I actually got into a fender bender with Aaron's car 2 weeks ago at my local Walgreens. Oh boy. Yeah, a lot of these people are just animals, whatever, when they're driving through the ShopRite, the Acme, the Stop and Shop, parking lots, Walgreens, Walbaums. Is that even the thing still out on Long Island? I'm not even sure. King Cullen, I don't know, or Wegmans, or Stu Leonard's, Target. I mean, they're just nuts. I mean, they're driving too fast through the parking lots. They're all trying to get to the same spot. We've seen this before in the past, but it just seems to have really amped up. I don't know. You're right about that. I just noticed that, and oh gosh, well, first of all, you okay? That's the most important thing. And the car can get fixed, but hopefully there's not a terrible amount of damage being done with that. All right, so that's what you're looking at, is 1-9 here south, getting out towards Randolph Avenue and Woodbridge, just before the Sandstone Auto dealership there, and the Loop Inn, and out by East Jersey. That's completely shut now with emergency apparatus with this flipped over dump truck. North is open, only the right lane, but again, I don't know if it's just the fact that all these vehicles were stuck behind this when this happened. I don't know if there's debris, or there's, dare I say, part of an investigation of some type that will be taking place in that spot. So yeah. Okay, so they zoomed it in now. Thank you, DOT. Awesome job. I really hoped that one day I would have gotten over there to see the operation, but no deal. We will, let me see if I can bring this camera up a little bit so I can bring in the comments. Alexandra says, I'm fine, no damage to Aaron's car. For the other car, I just took some paint off and there's a, okay. All right, that's all fixable. Again, fine. That's the most important thing. You can see I flipped over dump truck here this morning. Let's see here now. Oh, sorry, just gotta sit up from the chair. The chair is comfortable. Let's see here now. So now again, whether there's something on the northbound side that's going to impede anything. I mean, maybe they took out part of this. Again, this is an intersection, so maybe took part of this Jersey barrier median out. But there's a lot going on here. A lot to unpack there, friends. A lot to unpack. Let's do this as we're still here with that. Let me quickly go to the Weather Center because I need to take a quick break. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's take the break now very quickly. I'll leave this up for a moment, and I will be back in just a brief moment. So just sit back and enjoy the music. I'll be back in just a moment. we are back there. Sorry, I had to take care of something very quickly. So where are we now? Let's focus. Focus. There we go. Out. So we will continue on. All right, friends. All right, let's do a game reset here, if you want to call it that. 8:23 is our time. Welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. We are on Facebook and YouTube here this morning. Come join us here for this pre-Thanksgiving ride, and it's becoming a real bacchanal here in New Jersey. Where am I going? Okay, so southbound 19 is shut here at Randolph Avenue in Woodbridge. It's really, yeah, it's now into Woodbridge at that point. With a flipped over dump truck, northbound 2 left lanes are shut. So north is open, south is shut. So hopefully the driver is okay. But this is going to be an extensive cleanup here, friends. So we are well back through Linden, almost back to Stiles Street, almost back to Wheeler Park. That's how bad that is. And it's like, you know, all these Lawrence Street, West Grand, Irving, East Milton. These are all picking up a lot of extra traffic as people are trying to bail out here this morning. But I believe that it is shut here at East Milton, because if we switch gears and go to the camera at Lawrence, let's see if they move this one at all. So that is East Milton there. It's by the roadway in. This would be south, but you see the flashing lights there. Let's go to East Grand. Let me see if they turn this camera around. Didn't. Stop with a quick check there. Heading south. It is just jacked. Massive, massive problem. Let's go back to the incident page here. Let's get the update from them. They're saying both directions are shut. That's not the case. We know that. I've shown you that. 21 in Newark, that's still banged up with some kind of crash here too. Let's see, where's that roadway in? It's right there. Right here. Yeah. So other than that, the rest of the area is, you know, is lighter than what we see. Parkway, Turnpike, Route 9, Route 18, 195. 29, actually starting to get a little crowded here, getting into Trenton Tunnel. Interesting. The State House workers have a half day of some type. Parkway, Route 9, AC Expressway, 295, the Turnpike, that all is good. And Franklin, Walt Whitman, things are fine there as well. So 826, 827 now is our time. You know what? Let's do this before we get into the city. Let's go back to the Weather Center. Let's talk to Matt here. I want to bring in the 7-day forecast. Give that another plug there. So let's head over to Matt in the Weather Center. Good morning, Matty.
Here's your Tri-State Traffic Show weather update. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-50s starting today, continuing over the next several days. We are going to have clear weather for Thanksgiving, but on Friday we are going to see a chance of rain. Commuter forecast, we are going to have sunny skies for the AM commute. PM commute, we are going to have more of the same. Today's highs, we are going to have temperatures in the mid-40s to low 50s, 47 in Milford, 48 out in Islip, 49 in Piscataway, and 50 down in Wildwood. Tonight's lows, we are going to have temperatures in the upper 20s to low 40s, with an exception of 24 degrees as our cold spot in Sussex, 32 in Milford, 33 in Islip, 27 in Piscataway, and 40 in Wildwood. Here's your Thanksgiving forecast. We are going to see a temperature of 54 degrees with plenty of sunshine, which is going to be great for indoor and outdoor festivities. Moving on to the 7-day forecast, we are going to have temperature of 55 degrees for today, 54 for tomorrow. Friday, we are going to see a chance of rain with a high of 51. Saturday, we will have mostly sunny skies with a high of 54. Sunday, more chance of rain with a high of 56. And going into the work week, we are going to have temperatures of 53 and 47 respectively as our highs.
Thank you, Matt, for the forecast, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. So you see, tomorrow is going to be absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't, I don't know if it really gets any better than 54 degrees. Certainly could be, 64 degrees, but I think, in the sun or whatever, probably feel, I would imagine, could, there may be spots around the tri-state that get close to 60. I'm not going to lie to you there. I mean, I just think that the setup is certainly possible. So gorgeous day tomorrow for Thanksgiving. As you mentioned, maybe you could kind of have some appetizers, hors d'oeuvres, that kind of thing, outside. Don't know, but could be. So a great looking day for tomorrow. Maybe a little rain on Friday, but I don't think it's nothing is a washout really. So let's go to the city, just kind of normal stuff on the Gowanus BQE, both ways of the Belt and the Bay 8th is crowded. Both ways of the Van Wyck here this morning, getting out towards Hillside Avenue is crowded as well. West on the Belt, passing the airport, is busy, and the airport's going to be fairly busy today. Midtown Tunnel is about 15 or so, about 10 at the Ed Koch. Grand Central loosening up a little bit here. North on the Whitestone Expressway up to the Whitestone Bridge, that's pretty busy. East on the LI is heavy here at the Clearview. Both ways the Van Wyck is crowded as you get through Hillside and Liberty Avenues. East on the Grand Central is busy out to the Clearview. And then the Cross Island, as you get up into Queens Boulevard, Northern Boulevard, Hillside Avenue, I should say, is definitely a little slow. Head to the Bronx and westbound of the Cross Bronx, we're busy getting out to 3rd Avenue. I'm going to check those cameras on the Cross Bronx. That George Washington Bridge, I feel like should be some sun glare. I feel like there's something going on there that just isn't reported just yet. Let's see. That's east on the left. I think it's just, honestly, I think it's just sun glare is the problem. Sheridan Boulevard heading south. Yeah, I think it's just a lot of sun glare, really. That's why it's all tuned up. Back right off the bridge there. Yeah. Not much else you can do with that. North on the Bruckner extension here. It's busy as you get up into Pelham Parkway, Bronx River Parkway, the Deegan. That is okay. South on the Cross Island is busy, heading out to Northern Boulevard. Southern State going east. This is all sun glare into the Wantagh 135. There's nothing happening. West on the LIE at Searingtown looks like that cleared. but still dealing with some residual after effects. That's the eastbound one at that's highway. Let's see here now. LIE were good all throughout Suffolk County. Sunrise Highway 2025, 25A. Sunrise Highway is busy out to Watermill, Bridgehampton, Southampton. Just some slight traffic delays there. Let's go to Connecticut now. See what we've got. Ride on the Merit is a little bit busy. Darien Stamford heading south 95 is crowded there. About 9 through about 6. Uh, 684. We're still dealing with the aftermath of this crash in Purdy's. Heading south through 22 Croton Falls, Purdy's, Golden's Bridge. Now just picking up the volume here, 116. There was a pretty bad accident there getting into just south of Route 22. But it looks like that's been cleaned up, but there's still, as they say, the damage done. Southern, Westchester is clear. North on the Hutch is busy up to Weaver Street. Let's see here. Tappan Zee Thruway is fine. Thruway Sloatsburg and Suffern, that is good. Thruway Goshen, Route 6, 84 Beacon Bridge, 84 out to Route 6 and Brewster. 84 is fine into Route 22. It's also moving along at a good pace. So, what the one thing we didn't do was the MTA. Checking with them. 4-5, northbound 4-5, delays from investigate why trains brakes were activated at Borough Hall. Southbound R and Metropolitan Avenue bound M trains are running with delays to remove the train with a door problem from service at Forest Hill 71st Avenue. Metro North on or close. We've got station skipped. Westbound trains bypassing Kew Gardens, Forest Hills and Woodside. Crews work to fix broken rail at Woodside. 7 Port Jefferson to Hunters Point Avenue is operating 10-15 minutes later, receiving a swap of equipment prior to departure. Let's go back to New Jersey Transit now. Bring that into the conversation. Looks like we got delays now on the main Bergen line, 850 around the Hoboken's 15 minutes late. River line, a couple canceled trains there into the Waterfront Entertainment Center. Let's go back to Path now. General Square, 33rd. That's old news there. Let's do the Hudson River crossings. Still thinking the George is about 30, 25, 10, 15 there at the Lincoln Holland. So that's fine. Back to the incident page again. Our really the top story is this 1-9 situation by Randolph Avenue. Noting here this morning. Let's first before we go to that, I just want to update the McCarter Highway problem. Okay, that's still being cleared. A couple motor units on scene. I get a feeling this will be out of the way. Yeah, that's going to be out of the way here in about 5 minutes or so. Back to the overturned dump truck between Rawway and Woodbridge. There it is. Okay, so if you're familiar with this area, this is going to be Randolph Avenue. This is in Woodbridge, just up by Sand Zone, the big auto dealer. This is going south 1-9, completely shut with the overturned dump truck. As it looks like they're brought in the little mini Bobcat to clean up what was left in the back of the dump truck. Northbound side looks like just the left lane is shut here, and the intersection is closed at Randolph Avenue. I wouldn't be surprised that Randolph Avenue is closed back by Woodbridge Road, out by DMV, that there's not going to let traffic in because the only place to go is to come through that intersection. So let's bring it back to the maps here. But first, before we do that, I'm seeing a little blip here. Now that's fine. 80. There's the McCarter Highway situation here just before 78. So here it is. Here's DMV. Here's Woodbridge Road. I wouldn't be surprised that it's. Well, no, you can still get on going north here. So it's still open. They probably just have it shut. They probably have it shut here. So you can't get into the intersection because you can't, because dump truck is sitting in the intersection. So hopefully everyone's all right in this collision. But the northbound side is actually eased up really well. The northbound side is eased up very, very nicely getting out to Randolph Avenue. So I would say that that's, just a little bit of traffic here now at the traffic light, actually. It's really what it comes down to. And south looks like it's, if I had to take a wild guess, the southbound side is shut here at Milton. That's why all this traffic in Milton Avenue is just all backed up as people are trying to find another way out. But again, the problem is that we are well back through, almost back to Wheeler Park. Let me bring this, see the scene, widen this up just a little bit. Cameras. Back at Wood Avenue, maybe? Yeah. That's south on the left. Again, that's going to the traffic light, but it's really here at Aviation Plaza, which south would be. South would be not there. See anything? Okay. Let's see here now. Those cameras are not working. Go back to East Grand again. Okay, so they turn the camera around finally. Let's just see where it is. Okay. So maybe some of our friends at DOT are watching us. So the camera, it's at Milton. That's where it's closed. There's no question about it. And why they haven't updated that is beyond me. Yeah, that's where it's shut, is at Milton. Has to be. I can't. There's no foreseeable reason they would push all this traffic into this service road because it's got nowhere to go except come back into the closure. So, yep, that's why Milton Avenue is so heavy here, getting through Rawway. So really, friends, that's the biggest story here this morning is this 1-9 situation again here as you get out to Randolph Avenue. That would be right here, even though the camera says Hazelwood, there's shooting south here. Northbound is fine, just the left lane is shut and the intersection is shut here at Randolph Avenue for DMV. So if you're heading to the Rawway DMV to do business here this morning, just give yourself a little extra travel time. You're definitely going to need it there. So, and again, if you are in the Linden area, I think it's almost to the point now where you head to St. George's Avenue because that's really going to get you past it. And that's why this section a little backed up out to Lake Avenue. Again, this is getting out into Colonia. So this would be the optimal way if you are in Elizabeth or in Linden to stay with St. George's Avenue. Do not get on to 1 and 9. I repeat, do not get on to 1-9. For some of our friends maybe working in North Jersey, heading to Merck here in Rawway, that you would get off at 13 and come down 278 onto 1-9 South. That's going to be a real challenge to do that. If you're working up in Essex County, the Parkway may be a better go of it to come on down through, get off of 136, come down Stiles Street, down West Elizabeth Avenue, and then make your way either into the back entrance to Merck, which is right. Where is Merck? Hold on, I just lost it. Right in here. Right here, Merck Gate 5. That's what that is right there. It's right in this area, and then come down Elizabeth Avenue to Scott Ave, and then get back on 1-9 North. Again, this used to be the old GM plant. This whole, not this here, this whole thing used to be GM. That's why all these railroad tracks that you see there. Yeah, what is now a, you can take this back street here. This used to be all GM plant. Huge plant too. Let's see. Had a lot of jobs there as well. A bunch of people working there. All right, so let's go to the Weather Center now for the last and final check. Oh, we got the comments here. What do we got? Auntie Anna, wishing you and the friends of the show a wonderful Thanksgiving. A lot of reason to be thankful. Thanks for all you do. Don, oh, it's very nice of you to say, Anna. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Like I said, I enjoy this show immensely. We've got 121 subscribers now, so which is fantastic. Getting going for 200 subscribers in 200 days. It's just with brutally honest, it's just with the financial situation that I to take on some other endeavors that are taking out the mornings here. But 3 days a week for the most part, I think is good. Um, we'll try to do as much as we can. So I appreciate the kind words, Anna. So again, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Same thing with Alexandra and Connor and Eugene and Ed and everybody who's been joining us over the last. How long has it been since May 9th? So it's been 6 months and almost 7 months. So yeah, it's been an amazing ride so far. All right, so let's go to the Weather Center for the 7-day.
Here's your tri-state traffic show weather update. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-50s starting today, continuing over the next several days. We are going to have clear weather for Thanksgiving, but on Friday we are going to see a chance of rain. Commuter forecast, we are going to have sunny skies for the AM commute. PM commute, we are going to have more of the same. Today's highs, we are going to have temperatures in the mid-40s to low 50s, 47 in Milford, 48 out in Islip, 49 in Piscataway, and 50 down in Wildwood. Tonight's lows, we are going to have temperatures in the upper 20s to low 40s, with an exception of 24 degrees as our cold spot in Sussex, 32 in Milford, 33 in Islip, 27 in Piscataway, and 40 in Wildwood. Here's your Thanksgiving forecast. We are going to see a temperature of 54 degrees with plenty of sunshine, which is going to be great for indoor and outdoor festivities. Moving on to the 7-day forecast, we are going to have temperature of 55 degrees for today, 54 for tomorrow. Friday, we are going to see a chance of rain with a high of 51. Saturday, we will have mostly sunny skies with a high of 54. Sunday, more chance of rain with a high of 56. And going into the work week, we are going to have temperatures of 53 and 47 respectively as our highs.
Thank you, Matt, for the forecast, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Happy Thanksgiving to Johnny Rocco there, the president of the Weather Watchers Club. We thank him for everything that he does here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Does an amazing job, and that graphic looked fantastic. Wow. That was a lot of fun. The Thanksgiving graphic with Anna's pumpkin pies in the oven. Wow, I can't imagine that. Alexandra, Anna, Connor, anybody, if you have any of your Thanksgiving pictures you want to share, we will be on the air on, I don't know about, well, we may come on, we may come on, yeah, we'll come on Friday, I think. Yeah, I'm off on Friday, so we'll make it a point to come on at Friday, probably closer to 7:30 for like an hour. I mean, there's not going to be any kind of traffic really. I think it's just really the weather may be a little bit of part of that. But if you have any of your Thanksgiving pictures, you can certainly email them to me at tristatetrafficshow@gmail.com. And some of your food pictures, dinner pictures, we'll put them up onto the program here. And again, we'll be up on Friday, probably 7:30. We'll put it at. For that Friday deal. And then again, programming notes. We will be down Monday and Tuesday as usual, back on Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at this point looks to be what we should be able to set up for next week. So that should be good to get back into a little bit of a routine. And again, check me out on MeTV till Monday, through Monday into Tuesday. You'll see me doing the news updates. A lot of fun as well. So yeah, so this is really the big story here. As you know, you widen up the scope of the area. For the most part, I mean, it really is good. I mean, there's just nothing happening in central southern Jersey. That all looks to be in great shape. BQE combo here. I think something may have happened here on the outbound Gowanus getting to Prospect. Let's go there. Smith Street subway station. I believe that's still the highest subway elevation wise in the world, actually. Back. Camera I need though. Let's come down a little bit more. No, that's not it. Let's see. Tough shot. I can't really tell. I can't really tell whether there's something going on. It's slow, but if there's a broken down vehicle or something, it's going the other way. It's tough to tell. Back up this way. Coming out of the battery tunnel. That's the normal stuff there. Camera's not showing us anything there. But there's definitely, I think, something. They're saying crash, but I don't see anything in there. There's something holding back traffic right there, just at the Prospect as you head on the outbound Gowanus. Inbound Gowanus is busy through Industry City. I think there's maybe some rubbernecking here, and then if there was something getting into the BQE, there's definitely something happening here at the Prospect because this southbound BQE is jacked all the way back through, really back through in the Queens. That's how bad that situation is there. Again, we're backed up here onto the LIE. Midtown Tunnels, 15 or so, about 10 at the Ed Koch. North on the BQE at the Grand Central is a little bit busy. Let's see here. Van Wyck is heavy both ways. Hillside, Liberty Avenues. West on the Belt is crowded out by Kennedy. Something going on here. Van Wyck just before the Grand Central. Hillside. I feel like there is something going on just in that spot, but nothing reported. LIE East here at the Clearview, Grand Central. The LIE is, at the Clearview is busy. Cross Island out by Hempstead Turnpike. Some sun glare delays east on the Southern. As you continue out through the Wantagh into 135, west on the LIE is busy here at 39, but the rest of Suffolk County, we're cruising along really well. Even out to the Hamptons, things are good. North Fork doesn't get much better than that. Barrett Parkway now picking up some volume here in Trumbull, where we hadn't seen anything, we hadn't seen anything about an hour or so ago, but south on the 8 and 25 at 95 in Bridgeport is busy. Still some delays through Greenwich and Stamford here, heading south out of about exit 9, about exit 5. Westchester County, things are good here. Things are good, except for the 684 and Route 22 in Katona. That's busy. Rockland County, Orange County, 84. Things are fine there. Continue through Lake Carmel, Brewster. So yeah, it's definitely a lot lighter than what we normally would see for the most part. Again, really the big issue is in New Jersey. Connor says, have a good Thanksgiving, John. Yes, you too. To you and your family, happy Thanksgiving, sir. Thank you. Really the top story is this 1-9 situation. Through Linden and Rahway. So the upper level to the George now is a broken down tractor trailer. Go to the Hudson River crossings. I got to say that that's probably going to push that number up to about 30 minutes now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, just pushing upper level 30, 20 for the lower, about 10 here at the Holland Lincoln. So the woes continue at the George Washington Bridge, and then there's our 1-9 closure. Again, as you get out to Woodbridge and Randolph Avenue, as we bring in the camera, that overturned dump truck still being cleared as they're offloading that onto another vehicle, it looks like. Let's see here now. So that's, again, heading south as they bring the mini Bobcat in to unload, or what it looked to me, it looks like maybe it's gravel or dirt of some type. I'm thinking maybe gravel. But north, the left lane is shut as well, just to prevent anybody from coming through the Randolph Avenue interchange, which is pretty obvious that you can't. So hopefully everyone is okay in this flipped over dump truck. But again, as we say in the traffic business, the damage done through Linden back through Wood Avenue now, this is going to run you about almost a half an hour here. So if you're for my friends who are working at Merck who have to go in today in Rahway, either go in later or do the work from home thing, or come down the Parkway and get off at 136 and come back through that section of out through Winfield and Linden down Stiles Street and come in the back way to Merck. Or if you come off the turnpike at 13, you're going to be sitting in all this. Maybe coming off the turnpike here, that you don't go for westbound 278. You get on to, as if you're going to 19 and continue Bayway Avenue, 439 on over to St. George Avenue, and then come back down that way, because you don't really want to sit in all this fun stuff. Or Elizabeth Avenue will also be a nice alternate there, heading south through the Linden area. All right, friends. So I think we are going to wrap it up here this morning for this pregame Thanksgiving holiday traffic. It was actually a lot busier than what I was really thinking going into this here this morning. So that's what we're kind of dealing with there in the Rahway and Linden areas for New Jersey. All right, friends. So again, want to thank everybody. A lot to be thankful for. I want to thank everybody here for signing up to join us in our little morning party that we have. Let me bring in the shameless self-promotion here for the Tri-State Traffic Show. So we are at, let's see where we're at now, 121 subscribers. And wow, the Cadillac got 1,000 views. Nice. If you can pass it along to all your friends, that would be fantastic. Tri-State Traffic Show here on YouTube. Have them subscribe. It's free. Ask them to like the live videos. You know, the live videos have actually seen a little bit of an uptick here, quite honestly, in the replay views, which is kind of interesting, but I'll take it. If you can, you know, hit that like button. Connor, Anna, Alexandra, it's some sort of the algorithm or something. How all this YouTube works. Still trying to figure all of that out. But again, if you can pass it along to all your friends this Thanksgiving, you know, at the Thanksgiving Day table, ask them to subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Again, we're going for 200 subscribers and 200 episodes, and we're already at 130 episodes. We got 70 more to pull off. Let's see, 79 more subscribers. So let's see if we can do that. And it's only going to happen with all of your help and all of our great subscribers already, and all of our fans and viewers have already contributed so much. So I'm very thankful for that, and thankful for the opportunity to actually be able to even start this YouTube channel, which I enjoy immensely. It's just an amazing experience, and being able to continue to do traffic like this as I used to, which is fantastic. Really means a lot to me and everybody who joins us on a regular basis. Anna, Alexandra, Connor now is joining us here, but Alexandra and Anna, from day one, you've been with me, and I really appreciate that. So happy Thanksgiving to all of you and all of your families here. Getting into the Thanksgiving holiday, drive safely, be very, very careful out there, you know, slow it down. No need to rush. If you're going for the Black Friday sales, be careful in parking lots. Sometimes that's where your accidents will happen more than, let's say, onto the Parkway or the Turnpike or 19 or any of that fun stuff, or the Bell Parkway or what have you. So anyway, we're going to end things here. We will be back next. We'll be back on Friday, actually. Pardon me. We'll be back Friday morning. We'll say 7:30, just to kind of come off of the turkey hangover, right? But yeah. So again, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and enjoy the rest of today. Weather looks fantastic. Also want to say thanks to Matt in the Weather Center, all the weather watchers. Happy Thanksgiving to all of their families and themselves, and especially John Rocco, our meteorologist in training, our astute, always the consummate professional, Johnny Rocco, doing an amazing job with the graphics for the Tri-State Traffic Zone. And you don't understand how much effort it goes in for John to do those forecasts, or have the weather watchers do those forecasts specifically for my show, which is immensely grateful. The words can't even describe how grateful I am to John and all the work that he's done over the last 6 months to put the weather forecast together for us here on the broadcast. And all the weather watchers, you know, I know that do their daily broadcast. They have other responsibilities, classes, and exams and things, and they do make time to do this, which is just amazing. Again, words can't express how grateful I am. So again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and we'll